So again, we're going to draw in our right triangles here. So we're going to go from the vertex, and again, we're going to go follow the grid lines. We're not going to go off the grid lines at all. Okay, all the way to this corner, and we're going to go along the grid lines again, all the way to the corner here. Follow the grid lines here, and again, all the way to the corner. Okay, and then we're going to follow those, follow that grid line all the way to the corner. Okay, so there's I've chopped it up into nice pieces. I can find the areas of those individual pieces. This right triangle here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 8 by 13. Okay. The square in the middle is a 5 by 5, so that's going to be 25. And the 8 by 13 is going to give me 8 times 13 divided by 2. Okay, so that's going to give me an area of 52. So each of these triangles is going to give me 52 squares of area. So 52 squares of area in here, 52 squares of area in here. So the total area is equal to 208 plus 25, so 233 units squared. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. And again, we can use the square area to get the edge length, this diagonal edge length, and that's going to be square root. So we take the area and we square root it. Square rooting gives us side length. So that's approximately, when we square root that, so square root 22233 gives us 15.26 approximately. So approximately 15.26 units. Okay, and that seems about right. If if it's going to be 13 across here, that edge length is a little bit longer than 13. 15.2 seems about reasonable. Okay, so this triangle really helps us out finding this area. Now, somebody told me there's an interesting relationship here, and I'm not too sure if it works, so we're going to see if it works. They said something about some square, making a square from this 8. So make a square like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, we're gonna, this square here, you're gonna use that square, and then they said they're gonna make another square here. So okay, so make a square like this. They said something about these two squares, and somehow they said that it adds up to the square of that blue square you see. So those two yellow squares make up the blue square. And I'm not too convinced of this, but let's try it. So we're going to say 8 squared plus 13 squared. So those are two squares. So that's going to be 64. 13 squared is 169. When I add those together, ooh, I do end up with 233 squares. That's an interesting relationship. So that looks like that might work. Okay, we're not too sure. This is kind of seems like hocus pocus magic. So we're just gonna kind of keep that in the back of our minds. But we have a very convenient way of counting the squares. We just make the right triangles. Okay, and we can make the squares and we can find the area. And what we're going to do today is we're really looking for this edge length here, this diagonal edge, and we can find that by taking the area and square rooting.